Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Love Storyteller Tarot. My name is Jeanette and this is going to be your love reading for the month of November for Capricorns. Let's take a look, see what's going to be happening for Capricorns, Sun, Moon or Rising for the month of November, please Spirit. Ooh, okay, so something from, it's like fate is guiding you this month regarding your life or love life. This is something very much deep because it's fate, so it's very connected to past lives and or very deep in your past life as in this lifetime. Something may be going on from your past and you're bringing it into the here and now, or it can represent a person. It's usually something older or something from your past, but very much symbolic as to fate is guiding you, is leading you down this path. Oh, better with the glasses off. And what's at the heart of the matter for your most important messages is all to do with your thoughts. So you need to watch your thoughts throughout the month of November, Capricorn, because you know this can be bleak or bright. It depends how you're viewing a situation around love or your life in general. You know, are you seeing, when you're looking at the picture symbolically, are you seeing that the sun, there is the sun is trying to come through, because it's down to your perception. So it's all about your perception throughout the month of November, how you see something, how you choose to see something. Is your past having an effect on that? You know, because this is something very deep from your past, so that can be wounds as well. But you know, it's all about your thoughts, and you're going to have to be very clear and decisive about your thoughts, your decisions. Sorry, I'll just move that in a bit, because oh yeah, definitely, because there's going to be some negotiations. You're going to have to be negotiating, compromising, and like this is like something nibbling away at something. So either your past is nibbling away at your present, your thoughts. So you know, are you too much into the past? Your thoughts are all about the past, and you're not being in the here and now, because maybe to be in the here and now, it's too painful for some of you. If you're in a relationship and things aren't working the way you know you'd like them to, or something's not panning out the way you know you'd hoped for, that you planned for. So therefore, rather than be in the here and now, it's easier to be looking at the past and having those fond memories. But that's not going to get you anywhere. Because you know the mind, this is all about thoughts, so the mind can trap you and keep you stuck, and that's what could be, because this is about nibbling away, trying to steal something that's important to you. So that can represent your thoughts, and maybe there are some negotiations that you know you would need to have if you bring yourself into the here and now. And maybe that would be painful for you. Yeah, well, that can even be to do with health. And then, you know, that this comes in very much to do with mental health and well-being. And that can be that health isn't good. So whether that's you, or whether that's your partner, or somebody that's important to you. It could be somebody from your past, and you know, so that could then represent somebody you've known for a long time. But yeah, there seems to be something that's going to be a challenge this month for Capricorn. It can be things delayed, but it can come like an illness, a warning of not feeling good, or somebody around you not feeling good. But we do have the Sun card here, so like I was saying about, you know, how you view something, how you view your situation or a relationship. It all depends on you and your perspective. But there is a silver lining. You know, the Sun is a great card. It brings optimism instead of pessimism, which this card can be. It just depends how you look at something. But it's very much saying, you know, the silver lining stage is here in November. So whatever you've been going through in October with your love life, then, you know, you're getting to the point of the silver lining, and you're at the worst of it. It's coming out of that now. So, but you've got to be very clear with your thinking and not be caught up in your past, and be decisive about what it is that you want. And it seems to be money is influencing this situation, you know, whether that's the link to the past and whatever you've gone through before, you know, like if you went through bankruptcy, lost money, anything like that. And it possibly, that's where you've got to be clear with your thinking. Don't let your past and what's happened in your past steal your happiness, or you trying to recover or heal, because you are at the silver lining stage and things are going to get better. And it seems to be around finances, and that could be a delay, a wait for funds. So maybe, you know, don't go into panic or anxiety around finances if something happens. And yeah, there may need to be some form of negotiation, and there could be a delay on finances, but don't go into panic is what they're saying, really, because that just doesn't get you anywhere. And all the mind's doing is trying to scare you and get you to play out the same story as your past, and oh, you know, we're going down the same path again. And you're not. You know, it's for you to be in charge of your own thinking. But it does say that, you know, especially with the road's all about you know, a new direction, a new pathway opening up, which the fates are guiding you, or your guides, whatever you want to call them. But, you know, this is very positive with the Sun card here. So a new opportunity, and that can be to do with love or work. This card can come up, you know, when you're considering moving country, or moving home, or a relationship has just ended, but it would have been fated. It wasn't meant to work out for some of you. But yeah, here that's like be prepared like for a bumpy road. But, you know, when change is life is asking you to change, then sometimes the decisions you make, yeah, you know, you've got obstacles, and you have to deal with them through negotiation to move yourself forward. So it could be a bit of a bumpy road, but you do have the Sun card there as well, which is saying, you know, you are at the silver lining stage where your finance is concerned. So don't let your past darken your present or future. There we go. Worry again. This is all about and confirming that worry, anxiety, and looking at things bleakly, You know, and you've got to change your thinking. So very much around your thought patterns, and that can be gossip or nervousness about taking this a wrong turning. Because you know, it's the unknown. You're going into the unknown, and this book, it hasn't been read. You've got to have patience. You've got to research, because not everything is being shown to you. So remember, this is for the month of November. So this is what's happening in or could be happening in November, and what you've got to be really, really clear about is your thoughts around your situation, because there's something that's unknown that you don't know about, regarding some finances, and regarding that can be a delay. But both cards are very much about patience and waiting, and having to wait for more information to come, really. And we've got the child at the bottom, so I don't know if that involves a child or it'll involve something that's in, you know, in its very early stages, or you've got to look at things in a more childlike way. You know, get back to your own innocence and see things, like I was saying, because it's the heart of the matter that's the most important out of this reading, which I will put a few cards on just for a bit of confirmation. Well, this is like an alchemical process. You're going through some very clearing of deep belief systems throughout the month of November regarding your love life and maybe your life situation, but you're going through some very deep healing, because you've got the Temperance. The Temperance is all about a win-win situation. It's all about balance, moderate, everything in moderation, diplomacy, being diplomatic. But it's also, she's turning lead into gold, and that's what you're doing with your thoughts. And you need to be clear and precise, and not indecisive. You need to be decisive. You are at the silver lining stage of what's going on, and you are alchemizing and changing through this situation. This is all about, you know, collaborate. That's like you're needing to moderate, you're needing to be diplomatic, because she is in reverse. So that's what I was saying, you've got to watch your thoughts, and it seems to be something to do with joining forces, or joining your skills with somebody else's, or your partner joining forces with somebody else's. It's very much about your skills and talents and collaborating, which would be a win-win. But you're allowing your thoughts, that's all I can say, is that's what's at the heart of the matter, and you've really got to watch them, because we've got the Sun card again. This is all about seeing things from, you know, it's the child card, so whether it's actually to do with the child for some of you, or whether it is, you know, you need to be more like this child. It's naked, it's free, it's happy, it's joyful. So that would be the freedom of the inner child, but very optimistic, and brings clarity. Very much the Sun represents clarity and joy and feeling that, but you've got to work on those thoughts, and something around some work situation. But let's see what the Romance Angels would like to say to you to finish off. Most important message, please, for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Make the effort. Oh, I love this card, it's so sweet. So where your love life's concerned, the Romance Angels are saying, you know, you've got to make the effort. great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And I did tarot card spread just before this one because I didn't know which ones to use, and it was the Fool that came up, the very first card, which represents the person really having the reading. So it's about taking a risk, and I think that full moon in oh crikey, what is it? Full moon in, I've just done Taurus, was it? I can't remember. Do so many, I can't remember. But that was all about the yang, and you know, it's okay for you to make the first move. And they're saying if you're in a relationship, you know, you've got to put the work in. You've got to put the work in. You've got to make the effort, especially if you've got kids and young kids. You know, you've got to go out on date night. And if you're single, then you've got to flirt, you've got to give a signal, you've got to show that you're interested, a smile or something, especially those that have been single, you know, to draw that person in that you're wanting for. And it will be worth it, it will be worth it, worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So you need to be trusting your own intuition throughout the month of November, where your love life's concerned, because you are being guided. There we go. There we go. I hope that helps. Please like, share, subscribe. It's your gift back to me. And if you need more, you know, your private readings, then the link is below, which will take you to my website, and it's clear directions on there, easy to do. For your video readings, they are video readings. There we go. I hope that helps. See you here for December. Lots of love.